going to talk about bay-friendly landscaping. Bay-friendly landscaping is a nonprofit organization. It's based on these principles, and the principles based on basically the principles are such that if you use these, you're going to have a healthier garden without having to use pesticides or chemical control, or at least a minimal amount. The core belief with bay-friendly landscaping is that sheet mulching is healthy for your property, and what you want to do is you want to build up a healthy organic constituency and support the local wildlife that will have a positive input on your garden. You want to conserve water, you want to send less to the landfill, you want a wildlife habitat just so that the birds and bees who are here in place stay healthy, and you nurture the soil, that's the compost, and you landscape locally. And what that means is you understand that we're here in Benicia with the hills and the really skinny soils and a lot of rock. We want to be able to either plant what will work in those situations or change the soil organically so that you can get what you want. And we really want to protect our water and air quality. Oh, next slide. Let's see what's on it. So we're talking about lawn replacement. That's one of the best things that you can do for any area that's a lawn but not a play turf area. The best thing that you can do is replace that lawn with plant material. It saves water, and most lawns have a lot of chemicals used on them. Even if it's just fertilizer, most fertilizers are fast acting. They make fast growth. Bugs love fast growth. It's an intense cycle. So in this particular picture, you can see that they replaced only a portion of the lawn here, but they're already saving water because it's on a separate watering system. This is, a case study. This is my friend Maureen's house. This is how it looked when she bought it. You'll notice it's on a slope. If you have more than a 10% slope, a lawn is very impractical. And that's just a little over 10%. And so it was just lawn and a few plants. So this is another before. And this is her after. These plants are mostly medium water plants. They're all on the same irrigation line. You could call them medium low, but they're not low. This is not a drought tolerant or xeriscape lawn. Or lawn replacement. You don't need it to be a drought tolerant. Drought tolerant will save like 90% of the water, but something like this is still 70% savings. It's using only 30% of the water that a regular lawn would use.
Are you using a drip system?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, close-up of Maureen's new place. Next. And this is the overview of the whole thing. So you can see after about a year of being in, it's really got a nice look to it. Wild. They don't all have to be that wild. These wood chips here, when you do sheet mulching, you basically, it's so easy. You roll out some cardboard, you put some compost on top, and you top it with mulch. You want the compost and mulch to be 4 to 6 inches deep. Yeah, deep stuff. So you're going to create mounding when you do it. This is her backyard. This is a quick case study. This is sheet mulching in action. This is the before. And this is the prep. That's her darling husband. This is how bad it got before they did their sheet mulching. They did the inside of the house first. Everybody seems to. Okay, there's Maureen, and she's saying, see my cardboard? Now you'll see she's using recycled cardboard. If you do, you have to take the tape off first. But you can use almost any cardboard. The only one that really isn't great is if it's got real slick paper on top. Oh, there she is in the shade. She's a shady lady. Next. And then, oh look, it's even further along. And this is the after. Now you don't see any of the cardboard because it's got all that compost on top of it and then all those wood chips. That's right. Remember I said you may want to raise some areas. Yes. Let's go through all the slides first because we don't know how long we have. I was slipped in as a special. Okay, so as you can see, this area has been raised more than this area, which is more than that area. So when you're doing the edges where, you know, you would be building up 4 inches right along the edge, instead of building those areas up right along the edge, you just cut out that area. You shovel that area out and create mounds wherever you want. And with their mounds, they put the rocks on the edges so that they would have that dramatic change. Next. And you can see why the dramatic change works as well as it was from on top. That's the same place as that first picture. And that's just, oh, there's the dog. And that Maureen is a vegetable gardener, so she loves her veggies. And that's her backyard. Oh, this is a different one. This is, that's the before. This is the first rolling out of the cardboard. You'll notice that she has rolls of cardboards for this one because it was for a client. And each of those rolls will do my front yard, a typical front yard, and they're about 70 to 75 bucks each. Next. If you have large plants that are being planted, it's appropriate to get them in early on. You'll notice this drip line, that brown stuff. This is called Netafim. Most of the manufacturers make this product, but it's an inline drip. So it's dripping every 12 to 18 inches. That's the homeowner who's the client. That's the after. And you'll notice it's a Halloween picture. Next. See? The spiders love it there. Next. And then this is, yes, yet another project. You'll notice that all of the cardboard is down. The Netafim is in place. They have, they're going to be planting, the fruit trees are planted. Can you see that? The fruit trees along the back? They barely show. Next. Ah, there are the fruit trees, or maybe they're magnolias. That's what they look like. Next. And then the plant material is being laid out. This is, skipping to another job. This is UC Berkeley. You'll see my foot in one of these pictures. We did a project there, and you'll see how it's cut away from the edge for quite a ways. Next. And this is us. It was a group. There we are rolling out and you'll notice it's more than one layer. 2 or 3 layers is best. And you see that pipe that's sticking up there? That's an irrigation pipe. So we just cut around that pipe and just rolled it out. And rolling it out and putting down, this is all compost. And then next, we're standing around. You can see some people were working harder than others. And now the wood chips. And more wood chips. Yeah, some of the people really liked working that day. And there we are. Boy, these are my friends. There you go. Next. And more of my friends. We're all looking down. Yeah, I think my foot, that's my foot right there in the top right corner, I think. And there's a new plant. Now, see how we've cut through the cardboard, and there's compost in the hole. We mix the compost in with the soil and plant the plant. We want the top of the soil to be the same level as, or approximately the same level as, the top of the wood chips. We don't want the wood chips to be crowding in on the plant. And that's actually the only trick. And that's what it looks like when we're filling it in. Oh, in the water meter, again, anything that's in the way, you want to just cut away for 6 to 12 inches so that you can get that elevation change and not cover the water meter because you don't want those people mad at you. And these are the print and online publications that are available for bay-friendly gardening. Everything that I talked about today is in there and so much more. This first one, I think, yes, I know, this first one is completely available online and will cover everything that you need to know. And I don't know if go ahead, I may have some other afters in there. Sheet mulch, how-to video, keep going. Oh yeah, she's doing a Lose Your Lawn talk, which is very similar to what I just did. Okay. And that's it. Contact Maureen.